I tell people, tonight, you're all children. You're all chasing fireflies, you know, so you get to be a child again. And I mean, and they love it because we forget that we can do that. We can run and play with our kids. We can chase bugs. 19 or 20 years ago, I was out here and we were irrigating, and it was my son, my dad, and I. And all of a sudden I saw fireflies everywhere, and I was like, do you guys see this? And I was like freaking out. And my son and my dad are like, yeah, those are fireflies, like nothing. And I'm like, nobody told me. So the farm's been in the family since 1851. My great-great-grandfather, Samuel Thompson, came here, and he gave it to his son, George Peyton, who then gave it to his only son, George Elmore, and then my grandpa, George Elmore Thompson, gave it to my dad, who was an only child, and then my dad gave it to me. Oh, we're not gonna hurt you, Hermie. My dad knew that I would keep it as a farm. So I get emotional about this. But like my grandfather, he did not get a tractor until the 1960s because he loved using his team of horses. He liked the hands-on stuff. It was more work, but that's what he liked doing, that connection, that pride in his work. So when I think of those things, that's what I want to preserve, because people get disconnected from that. I don't know if it's the simplicity, if it's the imagining the times, or what it is. But yeah, I want to keep that alive. I want to keep that going as long as I can. Okay, so this is the trail to the fireflies. I mean, I do all these tours for free because I get the reward of seeing people get excited. By the time we're halfway down, people start seeing all the lights go. And it's like, oh, Mom, look, do you see that? Do you see that? It just really gives you goosebumps every time. I do this every night, and I never get tired of it. You're in the moment. And we miss that so much right now. We're not in the moment. We're thinking about what we got to do next week, what we got to do tomorrow. We're worried about, oh, what time is it? And when they come out here, they're in the moment, and they forget all of that stuff. You know, it totally takes them away from all their worries. And that's priceless right now, super priceless. My dad wanted it to stay a farm and to keep that heritage, so that's what I'm doing. And I have 3 children, and they want to keep it as a farm, so. Development's gonna come around us, but hopefully we can keep this little slice of heaven going. You're gonna chew on my shirt again, I know you.
I never thought flashing fireflies were all over the entire state of Utah, so I'm thrilled. You know, we always say, like, there's a bunch of undescribed species in your backyard, I'm sure, but like, there's a whole bunch of fireflies in Utah? What? I mean, a like incredibly charismatic species in our state we didn't know about in almost every county? That's phenomenal. I think they've always been here. The reason why they're more prominent in other areas is because they have higher humidity and more moisture. Hi, babies. My beauties. You'd be surprised. There are many places that people who've lived places for decades didn't know. We're still expanding, trying to define the range. It's mostly the same species, but I'll tell you, there is a little stinker down in Moab. That's a totally different species. What? This is the one that we find most commonly around the state, and then this is another one that we find just in Moab so far. Because they're only out from late May, usually, to like mid-July, we just have such a short window of their adulthood. The rest of the time they're larvae down in the mud, so we don't see them. I think that's also partly why people don't see them. Lamp purity, so that's the lamp. They communicate with each other through lighting. If there's too much light, they won't communicate. And you can imagine if there were lights on them all the time, they wouldn't be able to communicate, and that population would probably die out. Just to see glowing lights in a meadow at night, I mean, you know, we recreate these experiences all the time with Christmas lights and candles, but the fact that nature's doing it for us, it's amazing. Like, I think we're richer for knowing we have them. So I think they're worth protecting.
So right across on the other side of that fence, a development is going in. And there's going to be 139 homes. So fireflies need dark skies. If they can't see each other blink because there's all these street lights and cars going by and porch lights on, then they don't mate, and then they don't lay eggs, and then the next generation doesn't come. And after a couple of years, there won't be fireflies here. I've been trying to bring awareness for the last 5 years to try to get the development to develop wisely and responsibly so that they don't have light pollution and what they build and do there take away what I have. Come on up. You guys excited?
Yes.
Okay.
Woohoo! I figured they were more like back in the South type thing. It's something that not very many people know that are here, and not very many people see them.
I've lived here for about 20 years and I had no clue.
I don't know, it's just something that how fun they are and how they glow and they blink and they are just so unique.
I like their bums.
I love to give my kids different experiences.
Oh, are you getting the perfect marshmallow? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna meet at the end of the driveway and we're all gonna walk over together, okay? Oh, I'm starting to see them.
Saw them flying around.
Did you? Well, now you get to catch one. Do you think you can catch one? They're Tinkerbell. That's right, they're little fairies, huh?
It's like seeing stars, kind of, but like they fly around and are around you. It's really cool.
The guys, they'll like blink and they'll stop, and then like if you follow them, they'll blink again, and then so you can just catch up to them, and then like right as they blink, you just have to go fast around them.
I caught mostly girls. They were easier to catch for me. The boys were a little harder.
Did you like catching the fireflies? Yeah?
It was just amazing seeing all those fireflies out in the field.
That's my reward, is being able to share something so magical and special in the state of Utah that a lot of people didn't know we have. And so I'm just trying to fight for it. Oh, it's gonna take off. Oh, there it is, it's gone.